A lot of you may hate what you see when you look in the mirror. You may think you're not worth much at all. Your identity all of a sudden becomes what the rest of the world thinks about you. But if you know Christ, if your world has been turned upside down by Jesus, then you were made for so much more than all of this. And like I said before, I think we all understand what it means when you just feel like your heart is completely broken in two. And I know there are people here tonight that you feel like you're completely alone and no one can understand what you're going through. I know someone here on Twitter told me that their mother just passed away. And that it's hard for them to even breathe. And man, I just want you to know that I believe that God's greatest desire is for Him to be glorified. I believe that He will go to great lengths to get His own glory. And whenever the God of all creation looks at you with all of your issues, all of your problems, with everything that is flawed about us, He looks at you and still says, "You are the most beautiful thing that I have ever created." And the reason that God makes much of you is so that you, in return, can make much of Him. He's shown us by example what it means to love unconditionally, by what He did on the cross, so that we in return can figure out how to magnify Him without condition. In other words, when the cancer doesn't go away, He's still worthy to be praised. When the loved one seems to be taken too soon, He still sits on His throne. When everything seems to fall apart according to us, He is no less God. I think for years when I've gone through moments when my father passed away with cancer, when my brother-in-law died, when my 2-year-old son was diagnosed with juvenile diabetes, my prayer was that God would pull me out of this, would separate me from all of this mess. And I wonder if I wasn't praying the wrong prayer. Because I don't think His intention was ever to pull us out of this. I believe a day is coming when we will be in His glory and this life will be no more. But for me, that's like icing on the cake. As far as right now goes, that same big, amazing God, for whatever reason, chooses to step out of that and dwell inside of you. He doesn't see your life and your heart as a broken mess. He walks in and the first thing He says is, "I can fix this." As if it was a house that's broken down and the paint's all faded and peeling off and there's cobwebs and it's just filthy. Christ walks in and says, "This is beautiful." Because every crack, every part that's broken will allow you to magnify me like no one else can. You were made for more than this. Your scars were made for more than this. Your brokenness was made for more than this. It's the Creator calling out to the Created. That all of this doesn't fit quite right because we do not belong here. We were made magnify the King of Kings. We were made to exalt His name and His alone. And if you know Jesus, you are worth more. You have value. No matter what the world may say about you, you are beautiful in His eyes. No matter what your parents may say or not say about you, you are beautiful in His eyes. No matter what your husband or your wife may say or not say about you, you are beautiful in His eyes. Man, that is good news. That's the kind of stuff that lets you lay your head on your pillow tonight and take a deep breath and say, it is going to be okay. We have read the last page of the book, and we know who wins.